I've always been a huge fan of toaster pastries, but I was wondering, which is better? I'm going to be doing a taste test between Great Value and Pop Tarts. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in this video, I'll be doing a taste test between Great Value toaster pastries and Pop Tarts. And you can see there's the front of the box. And this is something I wanted to do since I done a video of me doing a taste test between Krispy Kreme and Dunkin' Donuts. So I thought doing a video of me doing a Great Value toaster pastries and Pop Tarts would be great for me. And you can see that this is from Walmart. This is a Great Value. And this is, I also got this from Walmart too. This is a Pop Tarts frosted cherry flavor. So I wanted to compare the texture, the taste, the quantity, the quality, and also the price too. And right away you can see that I'm going to compare this first. This is a Great Value. And I got, you can see there's 12 pastries. And there's 6, well it comes in 2 pastries per pouch. So therefore there's 6 in total, 6 pouches, and it was $2.18 when I got these. And the Pop Tarts right here, you can see this is a value pack. This is a 16 pack, and there you can see that I got this from Walmart, and I got this for $3.97. So it's a bit more in terms of price. But in terms of how the texture, you can see that there's only one pastry, and there's 2. That's how they compare. And also they have a cherry on top, and also the Frosted Cherry 2 logo. And it has, you can see that it's more presentable with the Pop Tart. It looks more engaging compared to, it looks kind of generic brand. That's why they call it a Great Value. But you can see that also, I noticed that the Great Value has 12 pastries, so there's a bit less, while the Pop Tarts has a bit more. There's 16. But also, let's compare this in terms of calories. You can see that the nutrition facts on the Great Value has a bit less, 360 calories for 2 pastries, and 370 calories for the Pop Tarts toaster pastries. And both of them are toastable, and you can put in the toaster. But here I have is the Pop Tarts and the Great Value toaster pastries. So I want to compare these. You can see the brain's a little bit light. I'm trying to get it back here. But you can see there's the toaster pastry. Also, I wanted to show you how it looks like when you open the box. See that this is how it looks like for the Great Value. You can see it has a cherry logo, and this has a standard Pop Tarts. But personally, when I open it, I prefer the look of the cherry Great Value flavor, since it has a cherry logo on there. Whereas the Pop Tarts, every Pop Tarts, it has the same logo. You can't distinguish between if it's a cherry or maybe cherry or a strawberry. That's the only downside. But anyways, I put it in the toaster. I wanted to compare these two. And you can see right away that after I put them in the toaster, this has a better smell, like a real Pop-Tart toaster pastry smell. Whereas the Great Value, it doesn't have a strong toaster pastry aroma smell compared to the Pop Tarts here. And you also look at the texture too. You can also see that in terms of how crispy it looks. This doesn't look quite as crispy compared to how it looks in terms of the Pop Tarts. You can also see that it looks more. You can see that the dough is more of a. It's a bit different from how the texture looks for the Pop Tart. But you can see right there. But in terms of the size, they look about the same. And how the thickness looks. and they give a good amount of, I could say they give an equal amount of frosting on each one. It's a bit different because it's more of a, you can see the Pop-Tarts here, it's more of a, you can't really see the top of it. It's more, since it was toasted right there. Whereas this, it's not as a crystal like. You can see it's more of a solid type compared to the Pop-Tarts. But anyways, here I am. I'm going to try this. So let's go ahead and see how this tastes. Alright, that first bite, I could taste that cherry flavor. And you can see the dough right there. When I bite into it, the crust of the dough. Not too bad though. But I'm going to now try the Pop-Tarts brand. So I'm going to go ahead and see how this tastes. Yeah, you can tell the difference also that the Pop-Tarts here, whenever I open it, it has a lot of frosting on this side of the end, whereas the Great Value, or I think I already put into it, but it doesn't have a frosted end on this on the side. That's why I've been ever since I was little, I just noticed it right away. But right away I can tell that the Pop-Tarts has a better taste when I bite into it. You see there's more of I could taste more of the cherry flavor compared to the Great Value Pop-Tart brand. Definitely has a better taste. The Pop-Tarts has a better taste to it. Even though they're about the same in terms of size, I think the taste of the quality is much better. Who will win? The Pop-Tarts is the better one. I would prefer that. Even though I would say that the texture is better, the quality is better, the Great Value toaster pastry doesn't have the same texture quality as strong as compared to the Pop-Tarts. So definitely I would go with the cherry Pop-Tarts. And they also have other Walmart brands I can compare to. You can compare that to, maybe I can compare also Entenmann's versus Great Value Rich Donuts. That's another example. So anyway, that's how it is. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.